A soft morning light entered through the window as Arjun sat on the edge of his bed, staring at the long list of goals taped to his wall. Get fit, learn English fluently, start a small business, take care of parents, become financially stable. The list looked inspiring when he wrote it, but today it felt heavy, almost impossible. Another year had passed, and he hadn't moved closer to any of these dreams. Every night he told himself, Kal se shuru karunga, tomorrow I'll start. But tomorrow always arrived the same way, with old habits, old excuses, and the same feeling of helplessness. One morning, feeling frustrated, Arjun went for a walk. As he sat on a bench near a small garden, an old man slowly approached and sat beside him. His movements were slow, but there was a calm strength in his eyes. Arjun recognized him, Master Dev, a retired schoolteacher known for his wisdom. "You look tired," Master Dev said. "Just tired of myself," Arjun replied. "I have so many goals, but I can't seem to change anything. Every time I try, I fail." Master Dev smiled gently. "Let me tell you a story. The story of the bamboo seed. A man once planted a bamboo seed," the old teacher began. "He watered it daily, protected it from sunlight, checked the soil, did everything right. But after a year, nothing. No sprout, no sign of growth." Arjun nodded. "I would have given up. Most people do," Dev continued. "But the man didn't. He kept watering it. Year 2, still nothing. Year 3, nothing. Year 4, still nothing. 4 long years of effort with no visible progress. "That's crazy," Arjun said. "Ah," Dev smiled, "but in year 5 something happened. The bamboo shot up, not slowly but rapidly. It grew almost 90 feet in just 6 weeks. Arjun's eyes widened. 90 feet in 6 weeks? It grew in the 5 years of invisible effort beneath the soil. Its daily nourishment prepared it to rise. The old teacher paused and looked directly at Arjun. "Life works the same way. Big results are never the result of one big action. They are created by small efforts done consistently." Varngru, the shift begins. Something clicked inside Arjun. He couldn't change his whole life in a day, but he could change one small thing today. That evening, instead of scrolling his phone for hours, he decided just 10 minutes of exercise. Not an hour, not a full workout, just 10 minutes. He felt good afterward, not because of the workout, but because he kept a promise to himself. The next day, he went for a 15-minute walk. On the third day, he did 20 minutes. Within a week, he felt lighter and more energetic. Not much had changed on the outside, but inside something was shifting. Confidence. The power of one page. Arjun had always wanted to improve his English, but he felt embarrassed to speak. He kept waiting for the perfect time to begin, as if motivation would one day burst into his life like thunder. But now he thought of the bamboo story and said, "Ajasurvik page, just one page." Every morning he read one page from a simple English book. Some days he understood everything, some days he didn't, but he didn't stop. One page became 2, 2 became 5. After a month he realized something unbelievable. He no longer felt afraid of English. The fear started melting away because he was meeting it daily in small doses. The first rupee saved. Another goal on his list was financial stability. But every time he tried saving money, some unexpected expense came up. One day he said, "I can't save thousands, but I can save something." He placed a jar on his table and dropped 10 rupees inside. The next day, another 10. A week later, he increased it to 20. Soon, saving became a habit, not a burden. After 3 months, when he counted the money inside the jar, he was shocked. It wasn't a huge amount, but it was proof that small daily steps were working. The garden of progress. One evening, he met Master Dev again in the garden. "You seem happier these days," the old teacher said. Arjun smiled. "I'm not doing anything big, just small things, but they feel good." "That is the secret," Dev replied. "You see, life is like a garden. If you plant one small seed and water it every day, you may not see anything for a long time, but eventually the entire garden transforms." Arjun looked around at the flowers blooming, the greenery glowing in the sunlight. He realized something profound. Growth is slow, silent, invisible, until it isn't. The business dream. Arjun always wanted to start a small online business, but he didn't know where to begin and felt overwhelmed every time he thought about it. One night he opened his notebook and wrote, "Step 1, research for 15 minutes. That was all. The next day, he watched a short video on how to sell handmade items online. The following day, he searched for suppliers. Day by day, step by tiny step, he built knowledge. Within 2 months, he created his first product. simple handcrafted bracelets. He posted them online. For days, no one bought anything. But he remembered the bamboo story and didn't let discouragement take over. Then one morning, ping, his first order. The happiness that filled him felt like the universe whispering, "See? Small efforts are working." The transformation no one saw coming. Weeks turned into months, and Arjun continued his tiny daily habits. 20 minutes exercise, 2-3 pages of English reading, 20-50 rupees saving, 15 minutes of business learning, journaling one small thought every night. None of these were big tasks, but together they formed a powerful rhythm in his life. People in his neighborhood started noticing the change. "You look healthier. Your English sounds better. You seem more confident. Your business is growing." Arjun didn't feel like he had done anything extraordinary, but that was the magic. He wasn't trying to change everything. He was changing little things, consistently, and those little things were changing everything. The day of realization. One morning, while cleaning his room, he found the old list taped on his wall. The same list that once felt impossible. This time he didn't feel fear or regret. He felt pride. Because now, almost every goal on that list had been touched by his daily effort. He realized something deep. Success is not built in a day. It is built daily. Success is not one decision. It is hundreds of small decisions. Success is not about motivation. It is about consistency. He sat on his bed and smiled as he whispered, "Small daily efforts create big life changes." The wisdom of Master Dev. That evening he went to the garden again. Master Dev was sitting on the same bench. Arjun approached him and said, "You were right. My life is changing, and I didn't do anything big." The old man chuckled. The world is full of people waiting for one big moment, one big opportunity, one big motivation, one big change. But life doesn't work like that. He pointed at the bamboo plant nearby. Every great success story is built one small step at a time. Arjun nodded. "Thank you for the story." "No," the old teacher said. "Thank yourself. You took action. You watered your seeds every day." The chain effect of small efforts. As time passed, the small habits continued to shape Arjun's life. 1. Better health. He lost weight, felt active, slept better, and gained energy. 2. Stronger mind. His English improved so much that he confidently spoke to customers online. 3. Financial discipline. His savings jar turned into a bank account, and the habit of saving became natural. 4. Growing business. One sale became 5, then 10, then a steady flow of customers. 5. Self-respect. Every small promise kept made him trust himself more. Each positive change strengthened the next. His life was no longer a chaotic struggle. It was a growing garden of progress. One final lesson. One day, a young boy approached Arjun for advice, feeling just as lost as Arjun once was. Arjun smiled and shared Master Dev's wisdom. Don't try to change your life in one day. Change one small thing today and repeat it tomorrow. When you take small steps every day, you won't even notice how far you've gone until one day you look back and realize you've climbed a mountain. Conclusion. Arjun's story shows a timeless truth. Small daily efforts create big life changes, not because the effort is big, but because it is consistent, not because the results are instant, but because they grow silently, not because life becomes easy, but because you become stronger. Dreams don't need big actions. They need small actions done with big commitment.